Yin Tuo told his sister to go along with his words. He urged her to quickly come in and eat with everyone. Lin Ling said she just wanted to get medicine for Aunt Lin. Yin Tuo praised Lucien for being poor but kind-hearted. He advised his sister to be clear in romance, lest Aunt Lin worry. He heard the scenery at Hanlu was very beautiful this season. Lin Ling could go out with Lucien to understand her heart better. If Lin Ling was shy, Yin Tuo agreed to go with his sister. Lin Shiro asked if Yin Tuo was matchmaking or being a third wheel. Yin Tuo said he wanted to prompt his sister at the crucial moment. Arriving to pick everyone up, Lucien invited the two girls to get in the car and drink milk. Yin Tuo pretended to get a bun to ask Lucien to be a shield for him. Feeling the atmosphere in the car was a bit tense. Lucien turned on cheesy music. Foamy couldn't stand it, so she switched to club music. Yin Tuo discovered Xiong He following them, so he pretended to have a stomachache. He urged Lucien to quickly pull into the rest stop so he could go to the bathroom. Besides Xiong He, the hunter team was also following Yin Tuo. The two observed the situation. Certain Yin Tuo was being monitored very closely. Just then, Yin Tuo called to report he was on the way to Hanlin. But Xing Shun said change of plan, meeting Yin Tuo at Licheng. Pretending to urge Yin Tuo, Lucien said he just saw Xiong He. Yin Tuo had to text Zhou Luo, reporting Xing Shun changed the meeting location. Going out, Yin Tuo heard Licheng was holding a hot pot festival. Lucien wanted to check it out because it was held once every 4 years, and Lin Ling also hadn't eaten Mandarin duck hot pot for a long time. On this side, Zhou Luo questioned Xing Shun why suddenly change the location. She said Yin Tuo was completely trustworthy. But Xing Shun feared Yin Tuo was playing the mantis stalking the cicada game, so he had to judge for himself. Zhou Luo had to report to Yin Tuo. Be careful, Xing Shun was also following behind. Arriving at Li Hu, Lin Ling dragged Feng Mi to buy tea. Yin Tuo asked Lucien to observe the situation behind his back. Lucien saw Xiong He's car and a white one following. Yin Tuo told Lucien to pretend to talk, so he could call someone else. He told Xing Shun if he wanted to meet, remember to follow closely. Taking the chance, when Xiong He was absent, Zhou Luo broke in the farm. She threatened the guard to reveal where the shady things were kept. Stepping down to the secret chamber, Zhou Luo saw Han Guan's body. She went further, discovering a laboratory. Just when hearing a noise, Zhou Luo hurriedly grabbed the blade. Turns out Li Yuing was being detained. She said this was the place where it started, also the point where everything ended. A black curtain fell down. Lin Shiro suddenly attacked Zhou Luo. Li Yuing took the chance while they were fighting to smash the light bulb, causing a fire. Because she didn't want to continue living in pain, nor hoped her kind would come to this hellish place. Lin Shiro watched the laboratory burn, but couldn't miss the chance to catch the thief. A sky-shaking explosion threw both of them far away. Zhou Luo hurriedly grabbed the bag on the ground, then ran away. On this side, Xiong He heard news the house was in trouble. Yin Tuo saw Foamy force him to turn the car around, so he had to brake hard. Xing Shun saw Yin Tuo get off the car, so he ordered the two to lend him a hand. The two intentionally caused trouble with the owner of the middle car. While Lucien distracted Foamy, Yin Tuo took the chance to go down and meet Xing Shun. He asked how long Xing Shun wanted to test him, if he belonged to the Earth Owl side. He could call his juniors out now to deal with all of them. The Nanshan Hunter team, losing both leaders, would certainly scatter. Yin Tuo saw Feng Mi getting off the car, hurriedly reporting he had settled the compensation money. After linking the events, Xiong He was sure there was a mole. Yang Zheng saw, except for Feng Mi. The three people in the tourist car were all untrustworthy. Lin Shiro understood Lucien was not too smart, and Lin Ling was not brave enough. Meeting with Xing Shun, Zhou Luo said she just fought with Lin Shiro. She planned to save old Jiang, but fell in her trap, but she discovered something special in the laboratory. It looked exactly like planting soil, but caught fire when touching flames. Returning to the rescue team, Xing Shun provided the list of human-shaped earth owls. He wanted to capture all of them to exchange with Lin Shiro. He had held the list for a while, but had to verify its reliability. Finally, Xing Shun also trusted cooperating with Yin Tuo. He would change to a new phone number after every contact with Yin Tuo. He hoped Yin Tuo wouldn't cause trouble, and report immediately if there was an unexpected situation. Calling Zhou Luo, Yin Tuo thanked her for putting a good word for him. Zhou Luo asked what Yin Tuo would do when everything ended. He wanted to be like her, having a small world to quietly do what he liked. Zhou Luo guessed CEO Yin was tired of living in a villa, so he paid attention to her yard. Yin Tuo was startled seeing Lin Shiro standing right behind. She didn't expect her nephew to attract butterflies and bees so much. Yin Tuo said he was just playing around and asked his aunt to arrange blind dates. But Lin Shiro praised Zhou Luo for being beautiful, and an artist too. She was very pleased, only concerned her background wasn't clear. Yin Tuo said from past to present, girls always made the first move on him. Only Jiu Luo doing art played the catch and release game. He thought sleeping one night secured it, who expected the next day she'd block contact. Lin Shiro didn't want her nephew to suffer, so she would personally meet Jiu Luo. On this side, manager Lu reported, Ruishan Group hired Jiu Luo to create a series of works to display in the campus. Before going home for Lunar New Year, Sister Lu reminded the mistress to remember to heat up the food in the fridge. Just then Yin Tuo came to find Jiu Luo. He guessed Lin Shiro tracked Jiu Luo from the security camera at Heyang Hotel. Jiu Luo didn't know what Lin Shiro was suspecting, but if she didn't go, it would clearly show she was guilty. Yin Tuo didn't want Jiu Luo to risk it, urging her to go join the Nanshan hunters. Yin Tuo, you can't hide easily, right? Moreover, we cannot waste all the effort from before until now. I believe Lin Shiro is also taking a risk, worrying we will catch the ringleader first. Jiu Luo, I will follow you to the end. Jiu Luo wondered, what did Yin Tuo say about the relationship between the two? Yin Tuo said he loved Jiu Luo, but hurt her, because he thought lying also had to leave a way out. Jiu Luo asked Yin Tuo, lying means we are not lovers yet? Yin Tuo was surprised by the green light from the person he liked. Jiu Luo, I hope it's true. Jiu Luo's nod opened up a new relationship between them. The next day, Jiu Luo was invited to Lin Shiro's house. She sent Yin Tuo out to welcome the distinguished guest. Jiu Luo wondered if Chairman Lin met her because she loved sculpture or used it as an excuse to help someone else. Yin Tuo corrected that he didn't know his mother made an appointment to meet Jiu Luo. Lin Shiro invited the guest inside to eat and talk. She introduced two more members who were like her right-hand man. Xionghe looked at Jiu Luo, finding her very familiar, but she said she socialized very little. During the meal, Jiu Luo showed she was sulking at Yin Tuo. Xionghe guessed since Jiu Luo did sculpture, she was very good at using knives. She said most of the time she held a knife, but sometimes also used a hammer and chisel. Feng Mi pitied the artist working hard, so she ladled a bowl of fish soup for Jiu Luo. Yin Tuo hurriedly told Feng Mi, don't add herbs. Jiu Luo thought many ingredients must be combined to bring out the aroma. Things that don't match but are forced together will only ruin the whole pot of soup. Yin Tuo angrily slammed his napkin on the table. Jiu Luo thought today wasn't suitable to discuss work. Lin Shiro held Jiu Luo tight, agreeing to only talk about artworks. She urged everyone to quickly go outside to discuss the new project. Jiu Luo said bluntly she had no artistic talent. She considered sculpture as a wind shelter, giving herself a quiet corner. So she was panicked when cooperating with Ruishan and also Yin Tuo's favor. On this side, Xionghe probed into Yin Tuo's love life. Yin Tuo shared for the first time he was scared in front of a girl. His heart rate increased, not even daring to look straight. They collided very hard, not even seeing each other's faces clearly yet. Then he completely cornered her. He thought he was betrayed, so he barged straight into her office. Yet she dared to raise her hand against him. Jiu Luo blamed Yin Tuo for breaking her most important thing. At that time, she chose to let go. But because of Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo accepted to change. He even lost all reason, taking her far away. But he realized kind words and nice ideas were still more effective than coercion. He started to indulge her hobbies, dating her a few times. They even did many crazy things, ready to sacrifice for each other. But the cracks in the past couldn't pretend to disappear, so they couldn't be together anymore. Before seeing Jiu Luo off, Lin Shiro thought the future was still worth looking forward to. She let her decide whether to cooperate or not, but tonight she had to let Yin Tuo take her home. In the car, the wound on Jiu Luo's hand was oozing blood. She told Yin Tuo not to go to the hospital, lest Lin Shiro suspect. He reported our love story had fooled Xionghe and Feng Mi, but Jiu Luo felt Lin Shiro didn't completely trust yet. Returning home, Yin Tuo rebandaged the wound for Jiu Luo. Hearing her say she was hungry, he went down to cook a bowl of noodles. Just then the faucet broke. Yin Tuo hurriedly called Jiu Luo to close the water valve. However, she didn't even know where the water valve was. Jiu Luo hurriedly stood up, unexpectedly slipping and falling neatly into Yin Tuo's arms. Their eyes met for a moment, bringing an embarrassment mixed with a nameless feeling. Waiting for Yin Tuo to finish showering, Jiu Luo had already prepared 2 bowls of instant noodles. She remembered tonight was New Year's Eve, so eat tangerines for great luck and great profit. Yin Tuo heard Jiu Luo say she hadn't seen fireworks yet, so he borrowed a lighter. He took her out to the balcony, telling her to prepare herself. Nizhuluo, Happy New Year. Fireworks suddenly bloomed in front of Jiu Luo's eyes. Yin Tuo feared Jiu Luo would criticize them for being short, so he planned to craft a few more. Just then, real fireworks bloomed in the sky, and the atmosphere filled with romance. Yin Tuo gently turned to look at Zhu Luo. His eyes stopped on her for just a beat, then hesitated no more. He leaned over gently, placing a sweet kiss on her lips, like the first whisper of love. Meanwhile, Xianghei's gang barged into Yin Tuo's house. Turns out Lin Shiro let Yin Tuo take Zhu Luo home to buy time to search his house. After seeing nothing unusual, Xianghei was still curious about the black stone floor behind the house. Sure enough, under the layer of stones, there was a secret safe. Standing waiting under the early sunlight, Yin Tuo wanted to take Zhu Luo to eat braised beef. Just then Lin Shiro called, asking the nephew to come home for a meal. Yin Tuo apologized because he had to deal with her first. Yin Tuo, be careful, okay? Yin Tuo turned back, hugging Zhu Luo tight in his arms. Zhu Luo, wait for me. Returning, finding 2 guards in front of the door, Yin Tuo hurriedly turned off the phone. They forced him out of the car to go in and meet Aunt Lin immediately. Yin Tuo had a bad feeling, so he threw the phone through the drain cover gap. Waiting for Yin Tuo to enter, Xianghei immediately searched for the phone. Yin Tuo didn't see it, guessing he just forgot it in the car. Lin Shiro asked how long the nephew had deceived her. She had read all of Yin Tuo's mother's diary. Xianghei blamed Yin Tuo for having a good life, but not knowing how to enjoy it. Locking Yin Tuo in the room, Xianghei wanted to hear an explanation. Yin Tuo asked Xianghei, "Do you like the skin you are wearing?" He praised Xianghei for being smart when choosing a shallow identity. But complex humans were not easy to imitate. Xianghei thought otherwise. Humans were stupid to the point of being shameless. Yin Tuo admitted humans could be stupid, but always clearly distinguished real from fake. On this side, Zhu Luo couldn't contact Yin Tuo. She started worrying to the point of being restless. At the Nanshan rescue team, Xing Shun had filtered out 4 human-shaped earth owls, very suitable to be our targets. Earth owl Shun Lizhu opened a snack shop in Yudong City. She lived with her younger sister, who was exactly the second-generation blood bag, named Vu Kaiyan. Besides, there was a 6-year-old niece who was the third-generation blood bag of Shun Lizhu. Earth owl Zheng Liang specialized in portering in Guegu City. He lived with a second-generation blood bag named Zhou Cheng. Earth owl Wei Qiao worked as an art teacher in Xinu City. She cared especially for a student named Meng Tong. Xing Shun speculated Meng Tong's mother was the first-generation blood bag, and the girl served as the second-generation blood bag of Wei Qiao. Finally, Earth Owl Chong, he specialized in driving taxis in Huihu City. He adopted a child named Cheng Xiaotao as a second-generation blood bag. Because the prey were not in the same place, so the whole team split up to act. However, they must deploy at the same time, avoiding them transmitting news to each other. Zhou Luo video called hiding her face, accepting the mission to rescue blood bags. Lin Ling called Xing Shun privately. Zhu Luo reported she lost contact with Yin Tuo. Xing Shun said if there was a mistake, they would be forced to cancel the plan to catch 4 Earth Owls. Zhou Luo guaranteed Yin Tuo wouldn't break his word or have other plots. She only worried he was discovered by Lin Shiro. Xing Shun felt Zhou Luo trusted Yin Tuo excessively. Going to meet Lu Xian, Zhou Luo asked him to find Yin Tuo. She revealed she also wanted to rescue Lin Ling. She knew Lu Xian was familiar with the Ruoshan group, so hoped he would support her. Lu Xian wondered why Zhou Luo was sure the two were on the same side. Zhou Luo remembered Yin Tuo once said Lu Xian was trustworthy. Meanwhile, Yin Tuo was locked up day after day. Xianghei reported to Sister Lin that he was very obedient. He hadn't found the phone, nor discovered anything unusual in Yin Tuo's relationships. Lin Shiro thought smooth sailing was the unusual thing. During the meal, Lin Ling said she missed her brother. Lin Shiro said Yin Tuo contracted an infectious disease, so he couldn't go out for the time being. She told Lin Ling not to go anywhere or look for Yin Tuo until she returned from the business trip. Just then, Lu Xian brought Shui Yin for Lin Ling. He knew the housekeeper was eavesdropping, so he pretended to feel her pulse. Lin Ling wrote a text message reporting Yin Tuo was locked in the house. Lu Xian told Lin Ling to get ready. They would escape from here in a few days. She remembered Aunt Lin just said next week she would go on a business trip. Returning to call Zhou Luo, Lu Xian reported Yin Tuo was locked in the house. Just then, there was a customer. Lu Xian listened and prescribed medicine at the same time. Zhou Luo thought Lin Shiro was calm, wouldn't imprison Yin Tuo without reason. Lu Xian said next week Lin Shiro would go on a business trip, but didn't know the specific time. Zhou Luo told Lu Xian to seize the opportunity to take Lin Ling out. Calling Xing Shun, Zhou Luo reported Yin Tuo was imprisoned. But next week Lin Shiro would go away on a trip. Everyone could take advantage of the loophole to catch the 4 Earth Owls. Just then Xing Shun heard Ma Tuo read the Tales of the Green Earth, and it wrote Earth Owls feared light and moonlight. So the first night of the month with no moon was exactly when they acted. Xing Shun remembered the first night of next month fell exactly on Wednesday next week. After being locked up for many days, Yin Tuo started to resist. He endlessly punched the glass, making his hands bleed. Seeing Aunt Lin leave the house, Lin Ling immediately texted Lucien. Sister C unexpectedly stood behind, telling her not to go out while Aunt Lin was away. After receiving the news, Jiu Luo reported Xing Shun began to act. The Nanshan Hunter team had spread out from the side. Each group followed an earth owl to wait for a chance to strike, just when Xing Shun gave the order to act together at 7 p.m. Turns out Lin Shi Ro's gang went to the mining area. They brought equipment to pull things from the bottom of the lake. Inside containing a white powder they called Wu Wang meat. Xiong He thought, even though the greenhouse for transformation burned, there was still Wu Wang meat to help the earth owls uproot easily. On this side, Lucien pretended to bring tonic for Aunt Lin. Sister C said the mistress was away from home, so invited him to go back first. Lin Ling ran down inviting Lucien to stay for a meal. She said recently she liked mixing alcohol, wanting to ask him to judge. Sister C chased after asking if the mistress really liked this hobby. Lin Ling confessed the more she contacted Lucien, the closer and more comfortable she felt. She wondered how much alcohol she had to drink to keep him here tonight. She gripped the knife tight, then stabbed herself in the arm, hurriedly taking Lin Ling to the clinic. Lucien urged Sister C to quickly go find bandages in the medicine cabinet. If he let go, Lin Ling would lose all her blood. Sister C went into the inner room and was immediately knocked unconscious by Jiu Luo. Lucien heard the noise and finally breathed a sigh of relief. He called Lin Ling to wake up, then gently bandaged her wound. Jiu Luo came out introducing herself as Yin Tuo's friend. Lucien handed over the car keys, urging the two to leave here quickly. But before that, he troubled Jiu Luo to leave a trace on his body. Arriving at Uncle Shi's house, Jiu Luo introduced. Lin Ling was Yin Tuo's sister. She said she encountered a bit of trouble, so had to ask Lin Ling to stay at his house for a few days. Uncle Shi thought he should change the dumpling shop's name to Recovery Center. Meanwhile, the hunter team started to act. The two intentionally blocked the road of Earth Owl Zheng Liang. He got out of the car, causing a commotion, then suddenly injected him in the thigh. Before Zheng Liang could react, he passed out. On this side, Shan Chong came to register for Earth Owl Wei Xiao's class. He praised the teacher for drawing demons realistically, but still had a bit of a loophole pretending to be human. In Huihu City, Yu Rong and Kei Cha rented the car of Earth Owl Chong Yi. The two girls lured him to drive to an empty lot, then acted. With the cunning Earth Owl Shun Li Zhu, Xing Shun personally went to catch her. He pretended to be a blind person crossing the street, wanting to buy a bowl of noodles to line his stomach. Shun Li Zhu was unprepared, so she invited the two guests in to eat. Xing Shun wondered if the meat in the bowl of noodles was human meat. Shun Li Zhu immediately acted, but was no match for Xing Shun. Finally, the Nanshan Hunter team returned triumphantly. They locked up 4 Earth Owls in 4 cages. Xing Shun was sure the head owl was very anxious. After waking up, Sister C hurriedly reported the news to her mistress. Lin Shi Ro hurriedly returned. Hearing Sister C's suspect, Lu Xian intentionally let Lin Ling go. Lin Shi Ro told Xiong He to bring old John's phone here. She called Xing Shun, accepting a 5-for-5 exchange. She would release old Jiang and 4 hunters in exchange for 4 Earth Owls and Lin Ling. Xing Shun didn't know Lin Ling, but there was still an Earth Owl named Chen Fu. He suggested both sides add 1 more member. Besides old Jiang and the 4 hunters, Xing Shun wanted to save Yin Tuo. Lin Shi Ro was now sure Yin Tuo had betrayed her. On this side, Fomi brought food for Yin Tuo. He wanted to look in the mirror to see if he still looked human. Fomi had to wipe his face, shave his beard to help Yin Tuo. He suddenly grabbed Fomi's hand, making her start to waver. But Xiong He suddenly charged in attacking Yin Tuo. Lin Shi Ro asked where the 4 Earth Owls and Lin Ling were. After all, Yin Tuo blamed Xiong He for being careless for a moment, losing up to 5 people. Lin Shi Ro said the hunters proposed a hostage exchange. Besides old Jiang and the 4 hunters, they also wanted to save Yin Tuo. Yin Tuo, remember back in 5th grade, he asked for 50 yuan for school fees, but actually went to buy a game disc. After his aunt found out, she gave him another 100 yuan. She taught him not to be sneaky. Whatever he liked, he had to openly seize. Even robbing from others, he had to satisfy himself. But Xiao Ta, the aunt has given too many chances, all squandered by you. Lin Shi Ro, I truly considered you family. I also truly wanted to live harmoniously with you. But unfortunately, I read my mother's diary. I know you killed my parents. You thought stealing the name Lin Shi Ro, inheriting the Ruishan mining area, I would consider you a mother? You are not worthy of my mother's name. You all are not worthy of having the name of human. Lin Shiro got angry, strangling Yin Tuo's neck. He threw a punch containing the nail stained with Feng Dao's blood. On this side, Jiu Luo heard Xingshin's phone call. He reported Lin Shiro actively proposed a hostage exchange. She mentioned Lin Ling, but he didn't know Jiu Luo had saved her. Instead, he demanded Yin Ta too. Jiu Luo questioned Shin knew Lin Shiro suspected Yin Ta. Him doing this was no different from pointing out he was a traitor. Xing Shun thought the more chaotic they were, the more certain we would grasp victory. Jiu Luo blamed Xing Shun from start to finish, only knew himself. She calmed down to think of a way to save the person she loved. Breaking into Yin Tuo's house, Jiu Luo saw many lunchboxes and bloodstains. She guessed he refused to eat and was violently beaten. If he wasn't here, he was certainly imprisoned elsewhere. Turns out Lin Shiro took Yin Tuo to the mine. She mocked humans feared the dark, yet always wanted to overcome the limits, so they went down. Yin Tuo asked Lin Shiro, being so contemptuous, why did she still want to be human? Lin Shiro said, Earth Owls also feared the dark. If she could help her kind live stably, she was willing to do everything, but only humans had this privilege. Yin Tuo corrected, humans had to strive to have a stable life. They weren't like Earth Owls eating flesh and drinking human blood. Lin Shiro admitted humans strive to create war, strive to spread disease, harming people like crazy, but the great deeds were passed down for generations. She only wanted a warm home in the place where sunlight shone, but was considered a heinous crime. Lin Shiro locked Yin Tuo here because she came out from this place. Xiao Ta, we both no longer have a home. The only thing that made me self-deceive myself as a human was nurturing you. But from now on, owls are owls. Humans are humans. Xionghe locked the door, but threw a bottle of water in for Yin Ta. In her dream, Jiu Luo saw the faucet break again. But Yin Tuo told her, don't stubbornly try to save it anymore. Jiu Luo woke up with a start. Looking at the clay model of the house, she sculpted as a gift for Yin Tuo. She hoped he would return safely. The wound on Lin Shiro's eye grew heavier. Xionghe guaranteed he would definitely find the blood bag Lin Ling. After refining the soil sample Jiu Luo picked up at Lin Shiro's lair, Ma Tuo obtained something transparent. Xing Shin suspected this was exactly Wu Wang meat. Ma Tuo thought trying to eat it, he would make a hypothesis that Earth Owls were humans. The genes of humans and other species combined to become owls. So Lin Shiro had a way to make Wu Wang meat reverse course, helping Earth Owls return to be human. Outside, the hunter team noisily welcomed the new year. Jiu Luo unexpectedly arrived, but many people didn't recognize her. Jiu Luo introduced herself as the current Feng Dao. She witnessed her loved ones leave one after another, so she resolutely left here. But among the entire Blade family, only she carried the bloodline to inherit Feng Dao. Therefore, old Jiang took her for secret training. Besides old Jiang and Xing Shun, no one knew she passed the test to inherit Feng Dao. Jiu Luo said all information about the Earth Owls came from a person named Yin Ta, although he wanted to avenge his parents. He always risked everything when cooperating secretly with her. But now Yin Tuo's life and death were unknown, so instead of hiding, she wanted to fight the enemy with everyone. Meeting Jiu Luo privately, Xing Shin questioned her for accepting to return to the team for one man. Jiu Luo thought everyone trusted Xing Shun, so they elected him to replace old Jiang, but who expected he would treat benefactors as pawns, using then discarding them. Xing Shin wondered, would Yin Tuo, living in the owl flock, be completely innocent? Moreover, he didn't care about the life and death of old Jiang or other hunters. Jiu Luo asked Xing Shun if he betrayed Yin Ta. Did Lin Shiro agree to release the people? Did old Jiang return, or was everyone peacefully celebrating Tet? Just then Yu Rong came to contribute. She remembered it was rare for the trio Mad Dog, Ghost Whip, Feng Dao to gather. If we can't share the same goal, we can still share the same path. Whether saving old Jiang or Yin Ta, we must overcome Lin Shiro. Entering the base, Xing Shun didn't want to wait for Lin Shiro anymore. He reported Jiu Luo had controlled her blood bag. Xing Shun told Yu Rong to retrain the 5 Earth Owls, seeing if they could exploit anything further. The two and Shan Chong investigated all information related to the Ruishan group. If they discovered Yin Tuo's hidden location, they must immediately rescue him. In the Ruishan mining area, Yin Tuo carefully saved every drop of water. He still carried the small star as his last ray of hope. Just then Feng Mi brought water and gave him a few tangerines. She said there were 10 more days until Lunar New Year. Yin Tuo remembered someone once said, eat tangerines for great luck and great profit. Feng Mi advised Yin Ta to confess Lin Ling's whereabouts. Surely Sister Lin would soften. Yin Tuo suddenly grabbed Feng Mi's hand to scare her half to death. At the Nanshan rescue team, Yu Rong persistently trained Sun Zhou. He had turned bestial, but obeyed Ghost Whip's orders. Xing Shun thought Sun Zhou wasn't beyond cure because he still carved his girlfriend's name on the pillar, proving he still retained his humanity. In his dream, Yin Tuo saw a light piercing through the mine. He followed the light to a house with a spacious yard. He dropped the tangerine he had saved to eat for Tet. Yin Tuo looked up and saw Zhu Luo still as beautiful as ever. She smiled, gently peeling each sweet tangerine segment for him. But the moment of happiness was too short. Yin Tuo woke up, seeing he had eaten the tangerine slice. He angrily threw it away, then frantically picked it back up. Just then, hearing footsteps, Yin Tuo pretended to be asleep. Lin Shiro brought a box of dumplings for her nephew to eat during New Year's Eve. Yin Tuo said in the old days there was a monster that liked to eat people on New Year's Eve, but feared fire. Feared the color red and the sound of firecrackers. So humans set off firecrackers, hung red couplets during Tet. Even though Yin Tuo wasn't wearing red clothes, he guessed Aunt Lin's eyes must be bright red already. He wished he could set off firecrackers to chase all the monsters away. Lin Shiro told Yin Tuo to enjoy his last New Year's Eve meal, but she would make the entire Nanshan Hunter team set off with him. Continuing to research Wu Wang meat, Xing Shun guessed Wu Wang meat was a type of microorganism that could promote fusion or separate genes. So Lin Shiro used the potential of Ruishan Pharmaceuticals to research and fully utilize the characteristics of Wu Wang meat, helping complete the transformation from Earth Owl to human. Coming to meet Lu Xian, Lin Shiro interrogated where Lin Ling was, after all. Lu Xian hoped heaven and earth would be his witness. He wasn't present when Lin Ling was injured. He saw her covered in blood. So he took her to the clinic. He only focused on stopping the bleeding, then suddenly was knocked down by someone. He even broke his hand like a scallion. It still hurt until now. Lu Xian saw Lin Shiro pull out a knife, so he admitted he still had something to hide. He wanted to get close to Lin Ling to occupy a firm position in the Ruishan group. Xionghe hoped Sister Lin would rest assured because he would have the brothers keep watch outside 24 hours. To protect Lin Ling, Zhu Luo moved to Uncle Shi's house. Yurong came to eat dumplings. She reported that Shan Chang's gang was investigating several suspicious mining areas because the predecessor of the Ruishan group was mining. However, the private mines should have been abandoned long ago, but now there were still traces of people entering and leaving. Going up to the bedroom, Zhu Luo sat on the folding chair. She remembered that night being with Yin Tuo and also the happy moments with him. The next day, Uncle Shi gave lucky money to the two children. He asked Zhu Luo to send a red envelope to Xiao Tuo. Lin Ling shed tears because it was the first time she had received lucky money. Uncle Shi asked the two children to go upstairs to get a tray to put down to display Tet sweets. Lin Ning carelessly dropped an album with photos of Uncle Shi from when he was young. She looked at the photo of the mine worker and asked Uncle Shi. He introduced each colleague who worked in the mine back then. Among them, Li Ergo stole money and ran away. Yin Tuo's father pitied Li Ergo's difficult situation and even hired his younger sister as a helper. Zhu Luo saw Uncle Shi's story completely coincided with Yin Tuo's speculation. Uncle Shi remembered at that time, Yin Tuo's father often brought Song Xiao to the mine. Yin Tuo's mother suspected the relationship between them, so she argued with Song Xiao. When Yin Tuo's father returned, he saw Song Xiao lying in the bathtub. Yin Tuo's mother explained she only pushed her lightly. Yin Tuo's father confirmed Song Xiao had stopped breathing, then urged his wife to take the two children out. After a few days, Yin Tuo's mother asked Chang Shi, "That day you also saw Song Xiao stop breathing, right?" Yin Tuo's father said that night he dragged Song Xiao into the mountains and buried her. His wife feared he would bear the crime, so she decided to confess herself. But the police dug all day and couldn't find Song Xiao. They suspected Yin Tuo's mother made a false report and even had a mental illness. Just then, Song Xiao unexpectedly came to hug the two siblings Yin Tuo. Since then, Yin Tuo's family had been very closed off. She wanted to take the two children to escape, but in the end still couldn't leave due to the road. Later, Yin Tuo's family was very withdrawn. Uncle Shi only heard that Yin Tuo's father passed away right after establishing while leaving all his property to Song Xiao. However, Yin Tuo's mother before passing away sent the diary to Chang Shi. She asked him to wait for Yin Tuo to grow up and hand it over to him. Outside, Xionghe's gang rushed to the dumpling shop. Zhu Luo heard the fighting sound, immediately urging everyone to go upstairs. Turns out Yu Rong managed to stop Xionghe's gang. She whipped and charged and hitting them. But the enemy was too numerous, so a few broke into the house. However, inside, there was still Zhu Luo guarding. Yu Rong felt reassured to continue whipping Xionghe, who expected he would cover his ears so he wouldn't fear the whip sound. Inside, Jiuluo just took down 4 guys and had to face Yangzheng. She saw him recover very quickly, so she drew the blade to exterminate Earth Owls. Jiuluo not only had to deal with Yangzheng, but also had to stop Xianghei's underlings from climbing up to capture Linling. Meanwhile, Yu Rong continuously attacked Xianghei. She finally removed one side of his ear covering. Sure enough, the Earth Owl heard the ghost whip sound, only knowing to helplessly take the beating. But Xianghei tried to grab the whip's head to control Yu Rong. Xing Shan appeared just in time, just when Jiuluo also threw Yangzheng out the window. They knew they couldn't win, so they had to retreat. Entering the house, Xing Shan reported there were 2 suspicious mining areas, one on Zich Mountain and one at Du Duong. Jiuluo remembered uncle. She said Yin Tuo's family used to live in Du Duong. She asked Xing Shan to go to Zich Mountain, while Yu Rong and herself went to Du Duong. Xing Shan admitted last time he was too hot-headed, so he hadn't thought through Yin Tuo's matter thoroughly. Just then, Uncle Shi stepped down, looking at the messy shop. Jiuluo apologized, because she had to take the 2 people away from here. On the way to Du Duong, Yu Rong said Xing Shan had investigated Lin Ling's identity. After Lin Shiro had just gained a foothold, she found Li Ergo's parents. They had originally divorced, but suddenly moved back in to live together, then gave birth to Lin Ling. Then they had an accident, so they both passed away. So Lin Ling was Li Ergo's younger sister. Also Lin Shiro's only blood bag. In front of the mine in Du Duong, Shan Chong and the 2 pretended to be personnel from the Mine Safety Administration. They suspected illegal mining inside. They saw a guy texting a report, so they acted earlier than expected. Yu Rong heard it was cleaned up, then drove the car in. Jiuluo told everyone to split up and search for Yin Ta. Entering the old office, Jiuluo picked up a photo of Yin Tuo's family. After checking around, Jiuluo wanted to go down the mine. She asked Shan Chong and the 2 to provide support outside. Before Shan Chong could unlock it, who expected Yu Rong had already broken it. On this side, Xianghei reported finding several reserve blood bags for the Earth Owls preparing to uproot, named Wu Bang. They were all healthy, with few social relationships, so if they went missing, no one would look for them. Lin Shiro chose a burly candidate to match Wu Bang's large, fat figure. Entering the mine, Jiuluo saw the elevator going down. She heard noise, so she told Yu Rong to be careful. Jiuluo saw a person lying in the jail cell, hurriedly calling the name Yin Ta, but he didn't seem to hear. Jiuluo frantically opened the door, running in to save the person she loved. She heartbreakingly kept calling his name. Finally, Yin Ta turned back to look at Jiuluo. He was both surprised and felt wronged, so he covered his face and cried. Yin Tua, quickly wake up. Yin Tua, I'm taking you out. Jiuluo saw Yu Rong being captured, hurriedly telling Yin Tua to wait for her to return. She drew the blade to fight. Who expected Yu Rong was facing a large earth owl named Wu Bang. Jiuluo swung the blade, and Yu Rong whipped. Wu Bang got angry, grabbing Yu Rong's whip. Jiuluo quickly shined her flashlight, then took the chance to injure him. But Wu Bang was too strong, throwing both Jiuluo and Yu Rong away. Just then Sun Zhou arrived because he sensed his master was in danger. Yu Rong whipped to tell Sun Zhou to attack accordingly. But Sun Zhou also wasn't a match for Wu Bang. Jiuluo saw Sun Zhou die, so she jumped up to finish off Wu Bang. Finally, Yin Ta also saw the sunlight. Each gesture of his was like a dull knife cutting into Jiuluo's heart. On the way back, Yin Tua didn't say a word. Jiuluo wanted to take Yin Tua to the hospital, but he didn't want to. Returning in front of the gate, Jiuluo opened the car door to welcome Yin Ta. She helped him into the house, reporting she had picked up Uncle Shi and Lin Ling to come here. Just then Sister Lu came out to welcome the mistress. Jiuluo said Yin Ta went to another province to do business and was imprisoned by competitors in a mine. She heard the flute sound and asked Sister Lu to take Yin Tua to the room. She told Sister Lu not to let Uncle Shi and Lin Ling see. Looking at the courtyard, Yin Tua feared everything was just a dream. He looked up at the New Year's greeting cards. Going to meet Xing Shun, Jiuluo questioned. Did you order Yu Rong to train Sun Zhou? Xing Shun thought Sun Zhou couldn't be saved, so he turned him into a part of the Nanshan hunters. Moreover, Sun Zhou's eyes, though full of red veins, still retained a bit of humanity. But Xing Shun, Sun Zhou is dead. While at the mine, we encountered an earth owl who hadn't completely transformed into a human. Even though Sun Zhou fought shoulder to shoulder with Nanshan hunters, he couldn't live like us. Returning past Yin Tuo's room, Jiuluo heard the sound of trickling water. She guessed Yin Tuo was showering, so she went down to the kitchen to cook a bowl of hot noodles for him. Waiting for Yin Tuo to finish showering, Jiuluo gave him the noodles. She saw the wary look in his eyes, so she suggested placing the noodles outside the door, but Yin Tuo shyly opened the door wider to welcome her in. While Yin Tuo ate the noodles, Jiu Luo tidied up the dirty clothes. She looked at the shirt, feeling extremely bitter. Jiu Luo knew Yin Ta didn't want to talk yet, so she quietly went out. She discovered a small star falling out of his shirt. Jiu Luo knew Yin Ta would look for it, so she returned to give it back to him, because that was probably the only light in the darkest days of Yin Tuo's life. After hearing the description of the earth owl under the mine, Xing Shun guessed it had human form, but still retained some animalistic traits. Yurong suspected the mine was a transfer station for earth owls who had just transformed into humans. They weren't used to life on the surface, so they had to learn first. In his dream, Yin Tuo was still haunted by the imprisoned life. Every word of Lin Shiro kept echoing in his ear. Yin Tuo woke up with a start and couldn't sleep again. Just then Jiu Luo passed by asking if he wasn't asleep yet. Yin Tuo said he was very tired but couldn't sleep. Jiu Luo entered the room to burn the sedative incense she used to use when small every time patrolling the mountain. Yin Tuo thought having this in the mine would certainly be more comfortable. Yin Tuo, I'm sorry I couldn't get you out sooner. Jiu Luo, I could endure the physical hardship, but the feeling of not seeing hope was what truly tormented me. Before meeting you, I was no different from being imprisoned. He remembered years ago his mother also wanted to escape. She took the two children to the pier, buying tickets an hour later to wait for her husband, who expected fate to play tricks, letting his father arrive just when someone dropped a small duck. He dragged Xin to save the duck, and got separated from his sister, because the truth was too cruel, so he had selective amnesia, forgetting everything that happened afterwards, until he read his mother's diary. Those memories momentarily rushed back. He felt sorry Xin was captured by Lin Shiro. His mother accepted to do everything, as long as she released Xin. Lin Shiro wanted his father, wanted the New Shan mine, and even wanted his mother to disappear forever. Jiu Luo heard Yin Tuo's story, and also wanted to tell him about her past. Yin Tuo, my mother was a Nanshan hunter. In one mountain patrol, she encountered an earth owl and didn't return. My father was heartbroken, demanding to find my mother all day. One time father took me to go boating. He planned to release the rope, but suddenly stopped. Father said he was thirsty, asked me to go ashore to buy 2 popsicles. He pitted his daughter working hard, so he pushed me ashore. After buying ice cream, I didn't see my father anymore. On the vast lake surface, there was only that solitary boat left. Even though the rescue team managed to pull father up in time, he quickly passed away due to depression. Since then, I started fearing water. Yin Tuo grabbed Jiu Luo's hand, gently pressing the Lao Gong acupoint. He remembered when small he feared reading aloud in front of the whole class. His mother taught him every time he was stressed press the Lao Gong acupoint. If it felt achy, it would be even more effective. Yin Tuo heard Jiu Luo call him a healer and didn't dare to accept it. He thought the two of them both lost their mothers. At most, they could be sick friends. She scolded him, not allowed to say unlucky words. Going down to the mine alone, Xing Shun found Sun Zhou's body. He smoothed his eyes shut, then went deep into the mine. Xing Shun saw a subsidence warning sign, so he went down to check. He pulled a long chain, and hanging there were many cups. Back at the base, Xing Shun heard Ma Tu read the Nanshan Hunter's Miscellany, and it described a musical instrument named Earth Sun that could call teammates under the earth. The person named Bat used the Earth Sun as a code with Nanshan Hunters. The miscellany also recorded the Earth Sun was stored in village number 4. The next day, Xing Shun set out to village number 4. He saw an ancient statue. Sure enough, there was an Earth Sun like in the miscellany. Waking up in the morning, Yin Tuo looked at the box of things on the table. Inside, there was a new phone, crack repair cream, diary paper, a bag of sweet tangerines, and also a photo of his family. Yin Tuo wanted to exercise, but it had been too long since he had moved. Just then, Jiu Luo brought breakfast for Yin Tuo. She asked him, did he want to go out to meet Uncle Shi and Lin Ling? Yin Tuo looked in the mirror, thinking he should get a haircut first. After preparing all the tools, Jiu Luo told Yin Tuo to relax. She thought cutting hair was like sculpting, from the shape to the details. La, thank you. Taking turns to shave, Yin Tuo wanted to do it himself. He got ready, then shyly went out. Uncle Shi urged Yin Tuo to quickly come over and eat hot pot. Jiu Luo felt relieved seeing Yin Tuo reintegrate with everyone. Just then, a shooting star streaked across the sky, the beautiful scenery before her eyes even more adorning a happy evening. La, thank you for bringing me back. Yin Tuo, don't be so polite. On this side, Xiong He discovered Wu Bang was dead. He ran into the jail cell. Sure enough, Yin Tuo had escaped. Under the late-night light, Yin Tuo meticulously repaired the silver bracelet. He started rewriting the diary, reminding himself to cherish the present. But what Yin Tuo didn't know was upstairs, Jiu Luo hoped he would recover soon. Both folded their written thoughts into a small star to end a truly complete day. Stepping downstairs, Ju Luo saw Yin Tuo changing a light bulb. She asked if he had fixed it yet, and at that very moment, the light bulb suddenly lit up, like Yin Tuo's inner self had been healed. The next day, Yin Tuo gradually found his familiar rhythm of life. He regularly exercised every day to train both his strength and spirit. Waking up in the morning, Ju Luo heard bustling sounds under the kitchen. The whole family gathered together to cook breakfast. Sister La saw the mistress wasn't married yet, and the whole family, old and young, had already arrived. Yin Tuo went out, wishing Ju Luo a good morning. During the meal, Sister Lu praised Yin Tuo's noodle cooking skills. He said every time the house felt weak, he would cook noodles for Lin Ling. Ju Luo reported. She was invited to join a sculpture exhibition. She hoped later, working harder, she would open a solo exhibition herself. After breakfast, Uncle Shi guided everyone to practice Qigong. Yin Tuo couldn't keep up with the pace that was too slow, so he asked Lin Ling to go over and train strength. Uncle Shi criticized the muscular shoulders were just beautiful but not healthy from the inside. Yin Tuo looked at Ju Luo standing upstairs, so he went up to chat with her. Jiu Luo asked Yin Tuo if she had sculpting talent. Yin Tuo thought people couldn't be too perfect. She was both beautiful and good at martial arts, both smart and kind, also good at seeing through people. However, heaven doesn't let down those who persevere. He worked hard to train, so he almost recovered. He was still planning to get a gym membership card. Jiu Luo remembered when small she only used available things like water buckets, tires, and comrades. She sat on Yin Tuo's back. Sure enough, he couldn't do a single push-up. He blamed it on her sitting like that, making him unable to keep his balance. Jiu Luo immediately changed her posture, lying on Yin Tuo. But he still couldn't bear it, making both roll on the ground. Yin Tuo, what do you want to do to count the result? Jiu Luo, I want to. Yin Tuo just finished speaking and put a gentle kiss on Jiu Luo's lips, as if wanting to compensate for the time they had missed each other. The sound of a text message made both stop. Lin Shiro blamed herself for thinking wildly, thinking she could keep the river water separate from the well water with the Nanshan hunters. So in 10 days, both sides would bring the hostages to the place they first met, which was the black and white ravine under the Jinren Gate. Xiao Tuo, the ant shouldn't have spared your life. The ant raised you, taught you how to be a human. But the little snake I nurtured in my palm now wanted to bite back. I knew I couldn't keep you, and I don't blame you. But you dare to turn around and bite your aunt. That was being ungrateful and treacherous. I will take Yin Xian and the gang of hunters to the black and white ravine. Jiu Luo guessed. Lin Shiro was only luring Yin Tuo. Because all these years she had never mentioned Yin Xian, Yin Tuo was sure. This time it wouldn't simply be a hostage exchange. Jiu Luo, everything should end. On this side, Xing Shun reassured the whole team. He emphasized they must prepare thoroughly, avoiding voluntarily walking into a trap. We prioritize saving Old Jiang, and the 4 hunters then capture the whole batch of Earth Owls. If they use the mine as a retreat route, we must definitely seal it off. Moreover, besides Feng Dao, we still have a powerful assistant. The whole hunter team opened the Jinren Gate down to the black and white ravine for a decisive battle. During the meal, Yin Tuo announced he would go on a trip with Jiu Luo. She told Uncle Shi to add a few new dishes, waiting for her to return. Sister Lu wanted to learn Uncle Shi's family dumpling recipe no matter what. Meeting Yin Tuo privately, Lin Ling guessed he wasn't going on a trip. Yin Tuo thought everything should end, because today's peace was only temporary. If they always had to run away, the current life would be no different from before. But brother, I'd rather live like before than you getting into trouble. Lin Ling, I promise I will return safely. Seeing the two off, Lin Ling admired everyone for having ideals. Jiu Luo believed Lin Ling was still young and would know what she wanted to do. Arriving at the Nanshan rescue team, Jiu Luo introduced Yin Tuo to the hunter group. Xing Shin opened the incense burner, praying for ancestors to protect all 4 directions. Nanshan has no owls. The people are at peace. Mad Dog barks like thunder. The iron hammer breaks owl teeth. Ghost whip whistles fiercer than strong wind. Burning copper pierces owl chests. Feng Dao is sharply cold. The silver blade beheads owls. The Nanshan people's wisdom is in all generations. Jinren Gate protects all 8 directions. On this side, Lin Shiro came to visit Old Jiang. She gave him a final chance to confess Feng Dao's whereabouts. Old Jiang told Lin Shiro, "Don't drag out the time any longer." Yang Zheng calmed Sister Lin, "Don't lose the most important card." But she wouldn't easily release Old Jiang. Lin Shiro lightly drew the blade across Old Jiang's neck. Lin Shiro lightly drew the blade that had executed Go Yin across Old Jiang's neck, causing his eyes to immediately fill with blood veins. While everyone hurriedly prepared to go to battle, Yin Tuo didn't know what to do. Seeing that, Xing Shun asked Yu Rong to go help him. Yu Rong gave a gun to Yin Tuo for self-defense. Even though it was just a tranquilizer gun, those hit by the bullets would sleep for 2 days. She reminded him a bit later, arriving at the Jin Ring Gate, everyone would fend for themselves. Yin Tuo guaranteed he wouldn't implicate everyone. Arriving at the foot of the mountain, Xing Shun called Xiao Guji. He ordered in 3 days they would seal off the mining area according to the plan. Looking at the overlapping mountains, Yin Tuo was a bit tense. Jiu Luo urged him to quickly join the team going up the mountain, who expected halfway there would be a landslide, so they couldn't go any further. Xing Shun said, I know a path going through village number 4 to 2, discovered there were traces of people having passed through here. Late at night, the whole team stopped to rest. Yin Tuo saw a statue exactly like the one in Zhong Kuei Zhenjun Temple. He chuckled because he remembered a Jiu Luo as cold as ice and snow back then. Going ahead to scout the road, the 2 left marks for the team to follow. He felt a bit strange, so he told everyone to pay attention to safety. Just then, a member discovered a speck of fire ahead. Who expected getting closer? They realized they had to circle back to the starting point. Yin Tuo guessed the previous generation of Nanshan hunters set a trap to guard against outsiders or earth owls. Jiu Luo felt the terrain of village number 4 was exactly like the Nanshan hunter formation. Mad Dog took the lead, which was exactly the mountain slope ahead. Ghost Whip shined jade light, equivalent to the tree that could catch moonlight. Feng Dao sitting in the tent was exactly that statue over there. Shan Chong then climbed the tree. Sure enough, there was a copper mirror hanging. The 2 also found a copper mirror buried under the mountain slope. But Yin Tuo searched and couldn't find anything unusual about the statue. He suspected the key wasn't on the statue. Jiu Luo immediately placed the blade on the statue's hand. Sure enough, a copper mirror appeared. 3 mirrors reflecting moonlight, illuminating the correct path through village number 4. Yin Tuo lingered to admire the moon with the person he loved. Even though that moment only lasted a few seconds, it was enough to make both filled with happiness. Finally, the hunter team escaped village number 4. Xing Shun urged everyone to hurry to make up for lost time. Yin Tuo held Jiu Luo's hand tight. Continuing on to Old Qin village, Xing Shun told everyone to set up camp on the spot, waiting for tomorrow to open the Jinring Gate. Yin Tuo was a bit surprised because he imagined Old Qin village to be a bustling village. He told Jiu Luo to wait for him to go prepare food. Yu Rong praised Feng Dao for being a rare talent, both upholding the noble mission and having sweet romance. She remembered years ago the gang of Old Jiang hadn't even found village number 4 yet, but today Xing Shun was familiar as if he had been there before. Yu Rong asked Jiu Luo, did she still trust him? Jiu Luo was certain Xing Shun's loyalty to the Nanshan hunters far surpassed ordinary people, so he was suitable to be a leader. Calling his girlfriend over to eat noodles, Yin Tuo asked if she was ready yet. Jiu Luo didn't expect this time coming right to the Jinring Gate. She wouldn't be tense at all. Yin Tuo analyzed. Jiu Luo's mentality was originally very firm. Moreover, everyone was working together, had prepared for all situations. Besides, there was also the most important reason. Jiu Luo, I will always be by your side. Together we will certainly complete the great task. In her dream, Jiu Luo saw herself sinking into the water. Yin Tuo, don't go, Yin Tuo, quickly save me. La, I'm here. Jiu Luo opened her eyes looking at Yin Tuo, still not over her fear. She hugged him very tightly, finally breathing a sigh of relief. Waiting for Jiu Luo to sleep soundly, Yin Tuo went out to observe. Just then he caught sight of Xing Shun, blowing a very strange sound. The next day, Jiu Luo took Yin Tuo down to the Jinring Gate. This place had a total of 3 gates, corresponding to the 3 families Blade, Whip, and Dog. Jiu Luo gathered everyone to start opening the Jinring Gate. The 2 explained to Yin Tuo that the 3 families must activate the mechanism at the same time. Every time the Jinring Gate opened, the mouth was different, so no one knew what would happen. Finally, the entrance appeared before their eyes. Everyone was curious, mixed with uneasiness and fear. Xing Shun led the dog family to set out first. At the mine, Xiao Gaji discovered the Earth Owl team hadn't arrived at the Black and White Ravine. They took Old Jiang and the 4 hunters into the mine. Gaji couldn't call Xing Shun, so he had to improvise as the situation demanded. He pretended to be a naughty little boy to take the chance to sneak into the mine. Old Jiang heard Gaji's voice and hurriedly told him to quickly run away. However, Gaji held a pair of bombs ready to risk death in a final stand. The 4 hunters took the chance to rise up. Xionghe let his subordinates handle them, then took Old Jiang away. A hunter, knowing he couldn't win, was willing to die pressing the bomb activation button. After a loud explosion, Xiao Gaji crawled up for the rubble. But Lin Shiro's gang had safely gone down below. Old Jiang didn't expect a kid like Gaji to be so strong, so he was sure the Earth Owls wouldn't turn the sky upside down. Lin Shiro guaranteed a bit later at Black and White Ravine she would send all the Nanshan hunters on their way, going deep into the Black and White Ravine. Xing Shun saw Uncle Jiang hung up high. He jumped up to cut the binding ropes, removing the gag from old Jiang's mouth. But he hurriedly reported there was an ambush. Xianghei's gang charged forward first, followed by Lin Shiro. Xing Shun told Lao San to watch the Earth Owls. He led the dogs to charge in for a decisive battle. After 30 minutes, Yurong finally led the team to follow behind. Yin Ta discovered greasy bloodstains stuck on the cave wall. A member of the dog family smelled the owl scent very strongly. They went inside. Sure enough, a bloody battle had occurred. Cha reported a hunter following behind had gone missing. A shadow flashed by, unexpectedly capturing 3 Earth Owls. Zhou Luo pushed Yin Tua behind, then charged in a fight. She threw chains exactly like the Whip family's moves. Above, Chun Fu just struggled to get up and was finished off from behind by a different white-haired person. Yin Tua saw Zhou Luo was busy looking up, so he hurriedly pulled her to avoid the iron hook. He hurriedly saved a hunter, so he was also pulled away. But the white-haired person above signaled his teammates to retreat. Zhou Luo ran to save Yin Tua because he refused to abandon his teammates, who expected she hadn't found him and had to face Lin Shiro. Zhou Luo didn't say much and immediately drew her blade for battle. But Xianghei and Yang Zheng also appeared, so she had to run first. On this side, Yin Tua met Feng Mi covered in injuries. Yin Tua wondered what exactly those white-haired people were. Feng Mi said the hunters injured by Earth Owls who didn't have time to use Sky Fire locked themselves in this place. They turned into Earth Bats to continue fighting Earth Owls. But they usually didn't stick their heads out to slaughter everywhere, unless someone messed around. Yin Tua guessed last night Xing Shun called them from the surface. Just then an Earth Bat appeared. Yin Tua hurriedly introduced himself as a Nanshan hunter. But Feng Mi said the Earth Bat had lost all consciousness long ago. She remembered Yin Tua hadn't repaid her favor of bringing tangerines, so she pushed him away. Behind her, Yu Rong met old Jiang again, but he told her not to come near because his eyes were full of blood veins. Just then Xing Shun's gang arrived to gather. Zhou Luo also tore through the membrane to meet them again. Old Jiang knew everyone risked their lives to save him and 4 hunters. However, they exploded in the mine. His eyes were full of blood veins, and he couldn't go out anymore. So everyone's mission was complete. Old Jiang said the white-haired people were all Nanshan hunters. Their eyes filled with blood veins, so they voluntarily chased themselves into the Jinren Gate. Although he couldn't go with everyone, he still got to return to the Nanshan hunters. Old Jiang ordered Mad Dog, Ghost Whip, and Feng Dao to quickly take the whole team and retreat from here. Meanwhile, Lin Shiro called the gang of owls under the earth. The Black and White Ravine shifted. Mad Dog smelled an extremely strong owl scent. Zhou Luo looked at Yin Tua and hurried over to welcome him. Just then a gang of primordial earth owls crawled up. Xing Shun urged everyone to quickly push the stone statues down. Yu Rong whipped. Cha shot an arrow to stop them. Each statue that fell cut a chain. An earth owl quickly managed to crawl over to this side. Lao Gua sacrificed himself, hugging the earth owl and falling into the deep abyss. Everyone gathered their strength to push the remaining statue, cutting the final chain, who expected 2 adult earth owls to still be able to crawl up. Both sides fought fiercely, but the hunters couldn't defeat the 2 adult earth owls. Xing Shun told Zhou Luo to take the injured people out first. The earth owl couldn't crawl into the gap, so they had to temporarily leave. Just then Lin Shiro's voice rang out, mocking the Nanshan hunters for calling out all their Earth Bat ancestors. Xing Shun admitted he used the Earth Sun to call the Earth Bats. He wanted to increase the chance of winning, who expected the predecessors couldn't distinguish the enemy. Since there was no way out, we could only charge out to fight to the death with the 2 Earth Owls. Zhou Luo secretly took Feng Dao's medicine, then hugged Yin Tua tight. Her eyes suddenly turned sharply cold, leading the team to charge out. Yin Tua saw Zhou Luo's eyes were full of red veins, rushing to finish off the Earth Owl in a flash. She was exactly like lightning, not letting any escape her blade. On this side, Xing Shun's team fought with Xianghei's gang. Shan Chong rushed to save Xing Shun, unfortunately dying before Yang Zheng's fan blade. Xianghei took the chance while the 2 was heartbroken. Suddenly attacking, Xing Shun went crazy, rushing to fight to the death with Xianghei. Yin Tua saw Yang Zheng attacking Yu Rong, so he shot him to sleep for 2 days and 2 nights. Xing Shun heard the cries of his teammates, decided to die with Xianghei. Lin Shiro asked Xiao Ta, "Anything else you want to say to your aunt?" He just charged forward and was shot in the leg by her. Zhou Luo aimed the blade at Lin Shiro, but was also stabbed by her. Lin Shiro felt pleased because Ming hadn't died yet. Just then an earth bat unexpectedly flew over, finishing off Lin Shiro. When waking up, Yin Tua didn't see Zhou Luo. Yin Xin unexpectedly grabbed Yin Tuo's hand, saying she had always been here waiting for her brother. Brother, I'm doing very well here. Don't look for me anymore. Quickly go back, okay? Turns out that was just a dream. Yin Tuo looked around and saw all the Nanshan hunters had died in battle. He asked Yurong, "Where's Jiu Luo?" Yurong said a long-haired earth bat finished off Lin Shiro. A hunter picked up the earth sun at the spot where Xingshin fell. Yurong ordered to gather the team to return to heal first. Yin Tuo's heart shattered, only able to utter two sounds, Jiu Luo. After a week of being in a coma, Yin Tuo woke up at Lu Xian's house. Yin Tuo wondered why Lu Xian always helped him. Lu Xian said years ago his father had leukemia. The whole family burst with happiness when they found a kind person who agreed to donate bone marrow. But that person suddenly disappeared, so his father didn't make it. His mother went to work and took care of her son, also passing away after 4 years. One day, he discovered the bone marrow donor hadn't disappeared, but was captured by Lin Shiro to be a blood bag. Lu Xian admired Yin Tuo for daring to love and dare to hate, so he was willing to help him. Returning home, Yin Tuo reported Jiu Luo was busy researching the stone. He was busy with company work, so had to go back first. Going up to the studio, Yin Tuo looked at Jiu Luo's house model. In front of the door hung couplets Return in Peace. He looked at the photo album on the bookshelf, discovering a woman wearing the exact same necklace as her. He hurriedly went down to ask Sister Lu, only to know this was Jiu Luo's mother. At the Nanshan rescue team, Bouquet opened the ancestral tablets of the generations of hunters. However, this time, they had to add too many new tablets. Yurong heartbreakingly carved each stroke of Jiang by Chuan's name. Ma Tuo sobbed because he wouldn't see Xingshin again. The two carved the name of Shan Chong, the brother, who went through life and death with him. He didn't know when this grief of loss would subside. Meeting Yin Tuo privately, Lin Ling wanted him to tell her the truth. Yin Tuo reported everything had ended, but the price to pay was too great. Lin Ling, I will definitely bring Jiu Luo back. The next day at the rescue team, Yin Tuo was certain that the earth bat who took Jiu Luo was her mother. Yurong said that the Nanshan hunters who were injured by earth owls all went down to the Jin Ring Gate of their own accord. But they didn't expect that by entering the black and white ravine, they would turn into a state that was neither human nor owl. They lost all consciousness and only acted on instinct. However, Yin Tuo believed that they were different from earth owls. He was certain that Jiu Luo was still alive, and that she was being protected by her mother somewhere in the black and white ravine. Returning to the Jin Ring Gate, Yin Tuo had learned to play the Earth Sun according to the ancient melody. He carried Jiu Luo's blade with him to unlock the entrance. After descending into the black and white ravine, Yin Tuo began to play the Earth Sun. In addition to the gang of earth owls, the long-haired earth bat finally appeared. Yin Tuo immediately spoke up and asked, "Predecessor, are you named Peika?" He told her that he had come here to find Ye Zhuo. The earth bat pointed toward the deep lake and then turned its head and left. Returning home, Yin Tuo saw Jiu Luo's room was lit. But it wasn't her. It was Lin Ling who was pulling the curtains closed. Yin Tuo gave his sister a bank card, which was enough for her to live truly, freely, and generously. He told her not to live for anyone anymore, but to just be herself. "Brother, I won't go anywhere. I'll stay here, waiting for you to return safely." After preparing all of the necessary equipment, Yin Tuo was ready to descend into the deep lake to find Jiu Luo. Whether she was dead or alive, he had to give himself an answer. Up above, Kei-cha adjusted and monitored the data for the two comrades who were diving underwater. She told everyone not to dive too fast and to pay attention to the amount of oxygen that they had left. Just then, the data reported that the water temperature was rising, and Kei-cha guessed that there was a heat source beneath the stream, so she told everyone to turn back. However, Yin Tuo couldn't wait any longer. The deeper they dove, the more they lost the connection signal with Kei-cha. Yin Tuo saw that there wasn't much oxygen left, so he pushed Yurong to turn back. He detached the hook in order to continue diving deeper. He saw a bottomless cave, so he risked drifting down into it. Just then, he ran out of oxygen, and Yin Tuo gradually lost consciousness. He woke up with a star in the car, and saw Jiu Luo standing in front of him. He hurriedly embraced the person he loved, not wanting to lose her again. However, it was all just a beautiful dream. Yin Tuo fell into a cave and hurriedly removed his diving suit. He felt like he was surrounded by a membrane, and he put all his strength into tearing it apart. However, the deeper he went, the more pain Yin Tuo felt. He finally broke free and was shocked to see Jiu Luo lying inside a sealed pod, bearing heart-wrenching pain. Yin Tuo tore open the membrane to get to the person he loved most. The moments he spent with her, the near-death experiences, the joy, the sadness. The boundless happiness had become the strength that helped him protect her. Luo, I finally found you. Yin Tuo burst into tears, holding Jiu Luo tightly in his arms. In her dream, Jiu Luo saw her parents throwing her a birthday party. Her father gave her a big stuffed cat. He knew his wife had endured the pain of childbirth, so he gave her a necklace. Bei Ka went into the kitchen to get a bowl and unexpectedly asked his daughter if she had suffered a lot. Jiu Luo burst into tears, sobbing for a long time. Mom, my dear La, Mom doesn't regret anything. You should live the life you want to live. La, goodbye. My dear. Jiu Luo woke up on the bed startled. She didn't recognize Yin Tuo, and she kept throwing things to drive him out. She remembered Sister Lu and Yurong, but she didn't know who Yin Tuo was. At the hospital, Jiu Luo didn't cooperate with the doctors because she didn't think she had any psychological problems. She thought Yin Tuo was the one who was mentally ill. When he called Yurong, Yin Tuo reported that Jiu Luo had forgotten everything that had happened in the last few months. He unluckily met her during that time. Yurong revealed that the Feng Dao medicine was a victory bought with one's life. Jiu Luo was alive only because of the air chamber filled with Wu Wang meat under the stream. When he went to see Jiu Luo, Yin Tuo brought a plate of tangerines. Yin Tuo told her that he almost died in the mine and that she risked her life to save him. Jiu Luo insisted that she had forgotten everything about the past. Besides Yin Tuo, Manager Lu also had to endure Jiu Luo's volatile temper. Yin Tuo wondered, weren't you two longtime partners? Sister Lu is afraid the boss got possessed by a ghost when she went into the cave. Manager Lu definitely wouldn't get possessed by a ghost. Jiu Luo's energy is too strong. Because Jiu Luo didn't want to see him, Yin Tuo had to ask Sister Lu to bring her food. He read Jiu Luo's message and happily ran out to buy clay. But he just left the supplies at the door and quietly left. Seeing her healthy was enough for him. The next day, Yin Tuo saw Jiu Luo throw away the small house model, and she didn't cherish the wish stars anymore. Yin Tuo had to take them back to his room and carefully repair the small house model. After a long time apart, Lu Xian didn't recognize Lin Ling, the shy girl from before. Lin Ling saw that Lu Xian was stressed, so she gave him a small pine tree. She hoped he would be more free and at ease in the future. Lu Xian wondered if Lin Ling was saying goodbye. Lu Xian, let's get to know each other again from the beginning. Lu Xian didn't bring a gift, so he ordered some shaved ice cream for Lin Ling. Meanwhile, Sister Lu brought the clay to Jiu Luo. She heard her boss ask about Yin Tuo, so she reported that he had moved out and went to see Yurong to open a pet store. Yin Tuo said that Sister Lu advised him to go out to clear his head because trying to coax Jiu Luo all the time wasn't working. Yurong also thought that the more Yin Tuo indulged Jiu Luo, the less she would pay attention to him. Kei-cha agreed with the idea that the ordinary way is to reverse the course of life. The more Yin Tuo wanted something, the more he had to dare to let it go. The more Jiu Luo wanted to remember, the more she had to forget. After falling asleep at his desk overnight, Jiu Luo saw a small statue. She guessed that she had sculpted Yin Tuo's likeness. Meeting Yin Tuo, Jiu Luo demanded that he had to get her approval to go anywhere. Yin Tuo agreed on the condition that she wouldn't hit him. Besides that, she had to talk to him for at least 15 minutes every day and read 5 diary stars. He also wanted them to go on a trip together, and to his surprise, she agreed. In the car, Jiu Luo complained that the hermit duck was both ugly and old-fashioned, but Yin Tuo treasured it. He was afraid of running out of the 15 minutes of talking time, so he quickly asked if she remembered when she took him up the mountain to get fire from the sky. Jiu Luo remembered Yin Tuo telling her the story. She saved him in the mine. Jiu Luo wondered how Yin Tuo, as a man, could let her save him twice. Yin Tuo corrected her, saying that he also saved Jiu Luo at the shipyard. Right at that moment, the 15 minutes were up. At the top of the mountain, Yin Tuo cooked noodles for Jiu Luo, and she felt the taste was very familiar. Yin Tuo said that after getting fire from the sky, he used to cook it for Jiu Luo. After that, she asked him to look for old Jiang. Jiu Luo suddenly remembered old Jiang's eyes, full of blood vessels, staring at her. Knowing that Jiu Luo had trouble sleeping, Yin Tuo gave her 5 diary stars. In one of them, Jiu Luo wrote that she decided to keep Sister Lu. Once, she cut Yin Tuo's hair, hoping he would recover soon. She hoped that the moment when the whole family ate hot pot together would last forever. Early in the morning, Yin Tuo couldn't find Jiu Luo in the tent. Sister Lu reported that the boss had asked her to book a train ticket. It turned out that Jiu Luo wanted to return to her old house. But the image of her father jumping off the building right behind her continued to haunt her every time she came back here. La, a familiar voice pulled her back to reality. Yin Tuo blamed Jiu Luo for leaving without saying a word. Passing by the sweet shop, Jiu Luo was surprised that the shop was still open. She remembered that when she was little, she really wanted to know what the ice cream cone from a shop tasted like. Because her aunt was stingy, she only ever bought one for her own daughter. After Jiu Luo's father died, her uncle sold the family's house. If she hadn't met old Jiang, Jiu Luo didn't know what would have happened to her. Back home, Yin Tuo saw that Jiu Luo was unhappy, and he thought about reminding her to read the 5 diary stars. But he was afraid and didn't dare to say anything more. Little did Yin Tuo know, Jiu Luo secretly read many of the stars when she went up to the room. Seeing that there was a storm outside, Yin Tuo reminded Jiu Luo to close the window. He saw her fall asleep on the chair and only then dared to open the door and come in. He quickly closed the window and covered Jiu Luo with a blanket. Just then, thunder rumbled, and Jiu Luo was startled, kicking Yin Tuo away. She grabbed his neck, attacking instinctively. Jiu Luo, it's me. The sound of a broken statue shocked Jiu Luo awake. She remembered that this scene had happened before. In an instant, all the memories related to Yin Tuo rushed back. They had been through life and death together, but they never gave up on each other. They also had happy moments that neither of them could forget. Yin Tuo, long time no see. La, you're finally back with me. Jiu Luo leaned down and kissed Yin Tuo deeply. As if wanting to make up for the time, she had unintentionally forgotten him. Early in the morning, Jiu Luo happily looked at the person she loved. She wanted to visit her mother, and he was willing to go with her. Going down to the black and white stream again, Yin Tuo blew the dirt whistle to call the earth bats, and Jiu Luo finally met her mother again. She burst into tears, constantly calling Mom, but she didn't respond, just silently turned away. She suddenly paused to look at her daughter before disappearing into the darkness. Returning to the South Mountain Rescue Team, Jiu Luo prayed for the teammates who had sacrificed their lives. Kei Cha returned 2 memorial tablets with different names, Jiu Luo and Bei Ka. Jiu Luo suddenly remembered Zhuo Mian, but Yu Rong had handed him over to the Association of Biologists. Jiu Luo hoped that South Mountain would be safe and that all living things would be at peace. Back home, Yin Tuo gave his girlfriend a surprise. He had kept a small house model and repaired it. Jiu Luo felt relieved that if anything broke, there was a repairman in the house. Yin Tuo advised his girlfriend to cherish her work and even open a solo exhibition. Jiu Luo decided to choose peeling as the theme of the exhibition, because she had always been confused in life, but after Yin Tuo peeled off the membrane under the black and white stream, it helped her become clear. Yin Tuo, thank you for giving me rebirth. Going to the dumpling shop, everyone helped Uncle. She revived the restaurant. Yin Tuo also hung up a sign selling pigeon soup for nourishing health, the formula of which he had personally researched. At the hospital, Sister Hua finally woke up after a long period of coma. At the solo exhibition, Jiu Luo announced her work, Yin Tuo clinking glasses, congratulating his girlfriend. Manager Lu urged everyone to come in and take photos with the big star. During the exhibition, a customer named Yin unexpectedly asked to buy all the works. Manager Lu said that even if he bought everything, there would be no discount. Mr. Yin hesitated and placed his hand on Manager Lu's shoulder, saying that he would pay everything at once. On the rooftop, Jiu Luo quietly watched the moon with Yin Tuo. He wondered what she would do if the earth owl appeared again. Jiu Luo said that she used to fantasize about having a peaceful life by avoiding and running away a few times. But now she had actually achieved the life she wanted. If anyone dared to destroy it, she would definitely fight to the end. Whether enjoying peace or engaging in a decisive battle, she would be with him. On the other side, Mr. Yin reported that he would send the works back to his father because they reminded him of his hometown.